Hello, everybody, and welcome to the RedCard podcast with SacredAsh. SacredAsh.
Oh, hi! I thought you were just going to introduce everyone.
And Professor Bushy,
Oh my God.
also known as...
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm so glad that
I'm sorry.
happened.
No. I'm not laughing at anybody.
that is how a red
my
card
goodness,
should
that
start.
was amazing.
That is how a red card should start.
That was
I always screw up the openings. That should be my thing. I shouldn't even just have an opening. I should just be silent.
Well, I wish I had a different opening, because that's the opening for my channel that I've done for 4 years. Like, I thought it up when I was freaking 13. I still do it because it's something. But it's
it
like...
hurts.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be. I used to freaking shout into my crappy onboard mic. God. Do not go back and watch my old videos. Jeez.
I know how that is.
Too good going.
Yeah. So, Bushy.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello, Internet.
Yes.
Nice to meet you for the first time in a long time.
Oh. What makes you say that?
I don't know. I've been off the airwaves for a long time. Thinking about jumping back into it. Used to have a Let's Play channel. Used to do a bunch of kind of podcasts.
Cool.
Yeah.
What did you
That was a long time ago.
I know that feel. I've been on YouTube for 8 years, buddy.
Yeah. Freaking, what did I play? I did a Let's Play of Pokemon Green. I did a Let's Play of Pokemon Trading Card Game, Super Mario Land 2, and I never finished Kirby 64 or Majora's Mask. But that's because I never got a chance to.
All right. So, Bushy, we met at Genericon, a local, local convention for us. It was my first time ever going to a con, and it was your last time ever going to a con as the professor.
I mean, I guess you could say that.
That's what you told us. I mean,
yeah. Well, I was thinking about it because, I mean, I've cosplayed Blaine a couple times. This last time that we were at Genericon, though, was the first time I ever held a panel for it. Because I was like, you know what? I feel like sharing some knowledge. Maybe some people don't know. I personally find it super interesting. So I figured, why not make an entire thing out of it?
And it was a great presentation. I mean, I saved the YouTube video because there were a lot of great questions asked. Plus, I mean, when the Team Rocket guys in the back were totally with you on stuff, like, that was some synergy that just came out of nowhere.
Oh, it was fantastic. I was so glad that I was able to use the audience for stuff, too, because I didn't think that it was going to take me a whole hour to talk about that stuff, because it's not really much to talk about. It's pretty straightforward.
You're one guy with a cameraman and a girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I mean, it was a lot of fun. I was really glad that I actually filled up the whole room. I was actually really surprised. I didn't know who was going to care or what.
I mean, we thought it was going to be like, we didn't know what to expect. We definitely weren't expecting a guy in a bald cap and a fake mustache. That bald cap was amazing, though. I mean, when I saw you the next day, the hardest thing for me to get over is, how did he keep all that hair in the bald cap?
Dude, oh my God. The worst part about it, too, was taking it off the second day. Because, oh my God, freaking, it was the nastiest thing. When you put on a bald cap, it blocks everything from entering or exiting. It was so gross, but I did it for Poke Science.
For Poke Science. You should link the video of the
goddamn, I'm going to, definitely.
Description.
That's another thing I didn't tell you about before we started. Another major iconic thing that we're trying to build up is this thing we call the link cable. Most podcasts and everything have a link dump where you go and that's where they post all the links they mention about. But the link cable is like our network of, like, you know how I was talking about when we have a segment, it sends you to the episode that talks about that segment. It's like at the end of every episode, we have the leftovers.
Oh my God, I love all these names.
We have the leftovers, and then you go to the link cable, which isn't an item, but ever since Gen 6 made it a big, like, deal, like, Gen 6 made the link cable an actual thing.
Exactly.
Which was amazing. Best callback ever.
So good.
Except for the Helix.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I remember the first time I went to Genericon, everything was Twitch Plays Pokemon. It was on all the little screens. They had, like, Helix worshippers in the hall. It was...
And now you know what it's going to... Imagine if we had Genericon right now. It would be full of squids.
Oh my god. Okay, seriously though, best game I've ever played.
God,
Splatoon is amazing. Oh
We
my
have a
god, I've been playing it
friend-
nonstop for like 3 days.
We
It's
have
insane.
a friend who has a Wii U that we use to play Smash at my house.
Uh-huh.
He's doesn't have money right now, so he can't buy Splatoon. And I'm like, if I straight up buy you Splatoon, will you allow me to play at my grad party? And he's like, of course I will.
Absolutely.
$60 to get a free game and go to someone's house and like play Splatoon. Goddamn right. Because Splatoon is such 3-minute games.
It's
one's
so
thought-
good.
No one's
Oh
thought
my
to make
God.
a 3-minute game before. And if you have 3-minute game, like when you watch the Treehouse, it's like, oh my god, they're switching out, and it takes no time at all.
It's the best thing Nintendo's ever
It's
done.
such a hyper-intensive game. Like it's like 360 just folds right around you. You're seeing everything. You get so
Exactly.
immersed that it feels like a 15-minute experience. But
Oh yeah,
it's,
absolutely.
it's 3 minutes, and you can swap out, and it's like not even a game of like 2 stock melee Smash goes that fast.
Exactly.
Oh god, Smash Bros.
So tempted to buy a Wii U.
Oh, please do. First Splatoon and Smash. That's all you need. That's all
And
anyone needs.
3.
And Pokemon, of course. But
God, there's gonna be so many Wii U's up at the college I'm going to.
there you go.
Actually, one of the things that those business cards I had at Plattsburgh,
Yeah.
I got the idea from a guy I met at Plattsburgh. I mean at Genericon and then at Plattsburgh. The guy I met at Plattsburgh, who was in my major, I spent the whole weekend that I was there up for Scholars Weekend. I spent it like, sure, participating and looking out and researching stuff and meeting people. But in the back of my head, I was like, there has to be someone here who does YouTube. I need to find a PokeTuber before I leave. And on the last day, like I had nothing left to do for the day. It was, I was going to bed and everything. And there was about an hour, 4-hour period after a class I was sitting on the Sunday. And I was like, I need something to do. And I passed by this guy in the hallway when I was going to get a drink of water in the hallway in the dorms. And this guy wasn't even on my floor. He was just passing by. But he was like, oh, hey, you're one of the scholars. And like we talked for a bit. And he was like, well, what are you doing? I was like, video production, video editing, media, yada, yada. And he was like, oh, yeah. I've been making YouTube videos for 4 years, and I never really thought of it, but I could use that experience for stuff. And then this guy goes, the first guy, all Scholars Weekend, goes, oh, yeah, I know a guy who does that too. Lights go off in my head, and I'm like, I hope he's a PokeTuber. And he sets me up to meet this guy named Sky. And you may have seen me retweet a few things from him, but I got to sit down and have a nice chat with Skyward Wing, who has 44,000 YouTube subscribers. He's one of the 6 only dedicated Kingdom Hearts YouTubers out there, and a crazed amiibo collector.
Yeah, I know how that is.
And he told me the things that I'm surrounding myself with now. He told me, get business cards and get a Twitter. I was like, oh, Twitter sucks. He was like, you need a Twitter. And Twitter was how I got Bushy back on. So it all works out.
There we go.
Thank you, Sky.
Networking. That's what it's about.
Yeah. I mean, I know networking because I lived back in the days of the sub box, man.
Oh my god.
People call the subscriptions feed the sub box, and I'm like, why do you call it that? The sub box is now the channels tab. It's
Yeah.
oh god, I love it. I love going back in nostalgia stuff. But yeah, so I went to Genericon, tried to give out a bunch of stuff, tried to talk about the Schema-Run only having I'd only had the Schema-Run for like a few days, and I tried to tell it to people. It was hard. I'm glad we're changing up the meta of it. But the main thing I was trying to say under the Schema-Run was the Coma Run, where it's like, hey, Nuzlockers, your Pokemon don't have to die. It's actually better that you do it this way. Did I tell you about the Coma Run?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay, great. The Coma Run is a simple fix to the Nuzlocke. Nuzlocke is, like, yeah, people like it because it's dark and depressing and challenging. But the problem with it is, I realized this after doing my my paired egg lock, mystery egg lock, which was where all my friends gave me eggs in my Y run, and I did a blind Nuzlocke of X. Then I did a mystery egg lock paired run of Y. And in that game, oh no, I didn't do it paired. I did paired next. But I did a mystery egg lock. I had all my friends send me eggs. It was amazing. I had like a Victory Bell and an LGM and all sorts of crazy Pokemon. It was amazing. But I got to the end and I was like, God damn it, there is no way that I'm going to get through the Elite Four without it being an utter carnage. I had a specially defensive Ninetales. I had a Dedenne, an Archeops, an LGM, and like a bunch of other UU, NU Pokemon. It was just like, I can't go through this without being a slaughter. There's a Dragon Elite Four member, and my only move that's super effective against fairies is Ice Beam on my Gastrodon.
Oh my god.
And the only fairy type move that Dedenne has is Play Rough.
Don't mean to interrupt, but you mentioned something about NU Pokemon. Friendly reminder that a Pachirisu won the World Championship.
Yes, we all know, but a Pachirisu isn't a Dedenne. Pachirisu is better than a Dedenne. God, I love that video.
He's cuter than Pachirisu. And Regice is cuter than both.
Did you watch Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, Bushy?
Oh, that's actually my favorite movie.
Okay, good. You remember when Regice attacks Ash?
Yes.
Tell me, is Regice not the scariest cry of any Pokemon you've ever seen in any anime or movie?
I say all three of the golems sound awesome. They're like freaking mechs. It's amazing.
Regice is the terrifying one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Regice is oh god. So, where's my wire? I just realized my laptop isn't charged. It plugged in. But we found this clip on YouTube. If you look up Regice and Ash screams Regice, you'll find a video entitled "Ooh-ah, Regice." Laura didn't remember this, but I definitely did. There's a scene where Regice is attacking Ash, and they had to do something to fill in the dubs of his mouth opening and closing, so they just have him scream, "Ah, Regice! Ah, Regice!" And it is the most hilarious thing in that entire podcast, next to the Gardevoir hat. And basically, I love that movie, but Regice is too scary.
I was really picky about what Pokemon I caught when I was younger, but Regice was cute enough to make the team. So,
to prove my point of why I think Regice isn't cute, we looked up plushies. There is no good-looking Regice plushie. I came to the conclusion that Regice is unplushable. And I love that I got to use that word. Ugh.
That's why you literally carve him out of ice and then sell him in Japan.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing.
So let's try to get back to... so I talked about Plattsburgh, and I got the business cards, and then I went to Genericon, and we saw you there. And afterwards, after the convention and everything, after the presentation, you said, "Come on down and I'll fight some of you." And I was like third row, so I went straight down, and I was like, "Hey, so we'll battle. I don't have anything for you to sign. I'll wait until you're done with these guys." Because there was a line forming right next to me, and I just wanted to get it out there that I want to battle you, and yada yada. Because I had fought the Elite Four right before you, and we didn't get any badges for the first day. Laura got you didn't get the Ghost badge, right?
I got the Ghost badge.
You did, but nothing else on the first day.
The Ice badge, and the Ice badge was like dumb luck. We're talking about 4 high jump picks in a row.
We're talking about the first day.
Oh, first day I only got Ghost.
Yeah, and I got wrecked by the Ghost. We saw these YouTube videos of the Genericon Elite Four from last year. I mean, the Genericon Gym Leaders of last year, and they were easy mode.
Oh yeah, I talked to a couple of them last year, and they specifically said no one was able to beat us, so we decided to tone down our Pokemon, and then everyone beat them, and then I guess they decided, all right, I guess we're not doing that anymore.
They were so difficult this year. We only managed to get out with a few badges each of us. And I had to count your badge that you gave me as something just to make it seem like I did better.
Well, I mean, I thought you did fine.
Yeah, man. I mean, the problem was that I had some Pokemon that weren't ready yet, that I was rushing to get. Because I didn't realize that Tri-Attack, which was necessary on my Porygon Z, got it at level 50. So
yeah.
I would have had to grind up, which I didn't have time for. And because I was hurrying with my Breloom, I didn't notice a few things. I had a Technician Breloom, a great Pokemon. I couldn't get Spore on it in time. I forgot that they upped the power of Mega Drain or Giga Drain, so it's no longer a Technician move. And I had Drain Punch instead of Mach Punch. I mixed the two up. So I had a Breloom that no moves were taking advantage of Technician.
You had like a tanky Breloom with offensive
Technician
prowess or something.
And here's the thing. It was adamant too, so Giga Drain did nothing on anyone.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And the worst part is that I looked on Bulbapedia and I was just like, no. Bullet Seed is an egg move now? You get it from a freaking Jump Pluff?
Yeah.
Breloom, like the whole thing of Breloom was I was like, Swords Dance Technician Bullet Punch is so fun, but you have to breed it from a Jump Pluff.
Yup.
I didn't have time to do that. My Porygon 2 and my Porygon Z were it was a disaster, but I did get a few badges out.
Next year, I'm just going in with a Ferrothorn.
Next year, I'm coming back, and yeah, we're just going to try hard it up.
Just a Ferrothorn, that's it. It's a team of 6 Ferrothorn. There you go.
6 Ditto, more like.
Wah. Just use a Magmar, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
Or
what is your opinion on Magmortar?
Unnecessary. Well, that's not true. I mean, in order for it to be kind of viable, I guess it's necessary, but like...
Okay,
it's still not
better question. Because Magmar probably rocks the NFE tier. What's your opinion of Mag B?
Stupid.
No, it's adorable.
Pointless. There's no reason for it to exist except for Little Cup, I
guess.
guess.
I made a competitive Little Cup Magby on my team with High Voltage from the Silphco mob, my previous collab channel with Pokemon. We had a bunch of Little Cup Pokemon on there. Mr. Pinchy was our shiny Skorupi.
Mr. Pinchy.
We had this team of baby Pokemon that we were going to take up through every single tier and evolve them along the way. That was going to be the show. And eventually we'd get to Ubers and beat someone in Ubers with this team from Little Cup.
There you go.
Here's the thing. They had to pretty much all be NU to get into the NU tier. Because if we had any of them as UU, we couldn't fight in the UU tier, so we couldn't actually do the whole ladder. So we got Pokemon that were NU to go up through the ladder. And we like made it work so that we would like some Pokemon wouldn't evolve until after NU passed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We had in the Little Cup team, we had an Eevee named Shuffle, Mr. Pinchy, of course. We had a shiny pink male Baniri named Miss Muffin.
Miss Muffin, did you say male?
That's her decision. She chooses to be. There's the whole joke.
That is amazing.
We had a Magby. I forget Magby's name. I can pull it up if I went to YouTube. I think. I don't think you ever actually uploaded the video. With like Barrier and Will-O-Wisp and like,
oh my god,
stalling a stall.
Wow.
Like oh god, it's so good. And pre-evolution of the big jellyfish.
Jellicent.
Jellison's pre-evolution.
Oh, Frillish.
Frillish. We had a female Frillish that was a choice scarf sweeper.
Oh my god.
We calculated that Pokemon was the fastest non-boosted Little Cup Pokemon in the entire game that didn't have a choice scarf. So it had Dazzling Gleam, Energy Ball, Surf, and Shadow Ball.
Oh my god.
It was one of the best teams ever. Oh my god. Because Skorupi, Twin Needle, Weakness Policy, Sniper. Oh my god. So it was so much fun, that team. Yeah, man. But like after I finished battling you, you made the whole speech of like, yeah, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. And I didn't register that you were still in character. So when we saw you the day after in the Smash tournament, it hit me at once and I realized, oh shit, he was talking about, well, nice to meet you, Bushy.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's the whole point of cosplay, to be honest with you, just to emulate a character as much as possible.
You got it so well.
I tried.
So did you notice me before I noticed you? Because I feel like I didn't notice you as Blaine until a long time later.
Well, I did, because I came over to you guys. I was like, how's it going, guys? What's up? And you were like, "Who is this guy?" Like, "Oh!" Like, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
me.
Terrell was with us, and Terrell didn't know who you were before.
Yeah.
Nice smashing him in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
I
It was
like
sync matches.
like the guys at the Smash Bros tournament were really chill. They offered to make us meet up together in the bracket, and
That's cool.
I was all up for it. Like we were watching. I was like, yeah, if I beat my next match, we fight together because you already beat Terrell.
Mhm.
And I got wrecked by this try-hard Greninja. And
Really?
The controller sweating and like I couldn't move. I should have stick with Mario.
I screwed up my recovery. I cannot, for the life of me, get Greninja's recovery. Should have been Robin, but whatever.
I should have been anyone other than Ganondorf.
That's
These all sound like common Smash Bros things.
Yep. It was my first ever Smash Bros tournament in real life that was on a Wii U. First,
There you go.
Like one of my first times ever playing on Wii U, actually.
Got to start somewhere.
Well, I mean, we play on our 3DSs every day. We play Smash on the 3DS.
Oh, good.
That was my first time ever touching Wii U Smash Bros.
Mhm.
So I'm surprised I won the first match. I was Mario versus the Samus, and it was tense, but I came out on top. It was so much fun.
Nice.
Yeah. That scene was great. Like it was worth it sitting through the Street Fighter tournament because the Street Fighter tournament was actually pretty fun to watch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love watching competitive fighting games like that.
Who's the big giant guy from Street Fighter that they were going crazy about?
Oh, that was Hugo.
Hugo.
He's from Final Fight.
So when someone hovered over Hugo, the whole entire room started chanting, "Hugo, Hugo, Hugo!" And nowadays I realize what that reminded me of. A few months ago, after Genericon, I had a similar situation. I was watching a stream from one of my favorite YouTubers, WeDude88, who's a Smash guy. Well, now he's a Splatoon guy, but he was a commentator for a tournament. They do tournaments all the time, and they were streaming one of them. And they had one extra bracket that wasn't filled. So after they got through the entire first round, they got to the last match of the first round, and they were like, "Okay, it's Patrick versus the Amiibo." They had a level 1 Ike Amiibo
Oh my god.
named Amigo.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
The guy was Link, and they were playing like they let the Amiibo pick the stage, and they picked a non-legal stage. They picked Gar Plains as their second match or whatever.
Oh god.
And lo and behold, the level 1 Amiibo won.
That's
the
shameful.
The guy got too cocky and was just playing with him, and never underestimate Garplane's Link recovery. The Link just plummeted to the ground. Never overestimate, I should say. And so the Link died, and the Amiibo went to the second stage. And this was a very meme-heavy chat in terms of like inside jokes. So whenever we saw WeDude play Ganondorf, we were just like, Slam Jam! Slam Jam! Because whenever he uploaded this montage video from Ganondorf, the King of Disrespect, and it was like this epic, Smash music playing in the background and everything. But then it got to this moment where he, there was a derpy moment where like an Ike suicided, and it was just like his text on the screen saying what just happened, and then it cut back and he did like a montage thing, a machinima thing where it was the scene from Brawl Emissary. Subspace Emissary, where Ganondorf's sitting in the big captain's chair.
Oh yeah.
He pictured on the screen the battle, and like it turned to static, and then Ganondorf just frowned, and then the static turned into another footage, and the montage started to continue with more of the montage, and this song came on that has become literally infamous in the Smash montage community. There's this YouTuber who remixes Nintendo characters and all the other characters' songs with one song. See, there's this guy, Neil Cicierega, who makes mix-up albums. One of his ones that he uploaded was like a bunch of songs that were just mixed with Smash Mouth, like All Star, and that was funny. But this guy, he chose Space Jam.
Oh good.
And the song that played was Garudunk Valley. which I urge you all to look up.
That's amazing.
Through Dunk Valley. And it was Ganondorf, the King of Disrespect. And it started this montage for the next minute of the video where it was just down air kills.
Oh my god.
And whenever we saw Ganondorf be played in the tournament, the entire chat just turned to, "We dude, please slam jam him. Down air, please." And whenever he got one off, it was just, oh my god. Jesus.
That's amazing.
Hear it?
Yes.
Now imagine that to the tune of literally infinite down airs from Ganondorf.
That's awesome.
It
So-
works.
A similar thing happened when Amigo started coming up, because Amigo turned into this meme where we were just like, "Amigo, go Amigo!" It just turned into this like Ride of the Bulls kind of madness in the chat. So that was what the Hugo thing reminded me of. Just like, it's amazing how quickly a meme can happen. Like during the stream, somewhere in the middle of the stream, a different streamer made a joke that became a meme before our stream was even done. Dr. Ganondorf. It was this joke about a doubles match, where it was a Dr. Mario and a Ganondorf. And it was just this one offhanded comment called Dr. Ganondorf. And the chat started saying, "Pick Dr. Ganondorf." And the commentators were just like, "What the fuck is this Dr. Ganondorf thing?" And the meme turned into not Dr. Ganondorf. The meme turned into, "What the fuck is Dr. Ganondorf?" Because it had no meaning. It was just
Oh
this
my
weird
God.
joke. So just, it's amazing seeing the internet work so fast. Within half an hour, a meme was formed into a level where the joke was that nobody understood it. So
That's insane.
I mean, streamers are pretty awesome. So, yeah. How about we talk about some more Bushy stuff?
Actually,
So,
yeah, that's a meaning to ask.
go ahead.
How many years have you been to Genericon? Like, you mentioned you were there a previous year. Was that your second year? Or, like, how often did you go?
I think this past Genericon was either my third or fourth, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Very cool.
Interesting.
I
So
don't go from there. I just
how do you meet Rug?
It's a pretty simple story. Generally speaking, I just started streaming recently, and
Right.
I've been doing it more often. But a buddy of mine came up to me and he's like, "Hey, you like streaming?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, do you want to join this group?" I was like, "All right, why not?" And then he was telling me about it, Rise Up Gaming. You know, it's basically, they do a lot of charity stuff. The idea behind it is pretty much gaming with a good cause. Just like in general, it's more or less just telling people like about bully awareness and that sort of thing, supporting water.org and all that kind of stuff. So
Oh, it's a great cause and a great idea. I know that they had a similar Pokemon thing for that a few years back.
Yeah. Funny
original Full
story. There was this group in Britain,
uh-huh.
in England somewhere, that made a streaming thing. It was like Twitch Plays Pokemon before Twitch Plays Pokemon, where they played a game of, I think it was like Red, they were going to play all of them, and they asked the chat all the time what to do. If you ever saw that Let's Play of Emerald during the famed original Twitch Plays Pokemon, there was this streamer there who was like, "Hey, I'll do what the chat tells me to," instead of having it automated. That's kind of what their deal was. They were going to play all the things, and the chat would tell them how to do their journey, what to name their Pokemon, all sorts of things. And they had a website, and their website was amazing. Like, they had, like, the biographies of the characters were, like, this Pokemon with this species, and, like, likes to, play sports or whatever. Like, they had these amazing little bios and character sprites of them. And it was great. And the name of that group was FullRestore.
Hey.
But hey, they've been completely dead silent for over 3 years. So We dodged a bullet there.
There you
Luckily,
go.
before they died and disappeared off the face of the earth, these weird British people, these amazing British people, they raised about, I think, either three or like I remember numbers weirdly, either 3,000 or like 11,000 euros, which whatever. But they raised a lot of $1,000, not $10,000, but like, they raised a few $1,000s for a charity, which was pretty awesome. I think it was Child's Play charity, and that was awesome.
Okay.
And I got a bit worried because I looked up like everything to make sure. When I got the idea for FullRestore, I was just like, this needs to be a channel name, and I looked everywhere to try to find a website, and I was like, great, there's literally nothing on the internet that has a FullRestore on it. So I made the channel, and I was like, I'm gonna search Google Images again, because I had no idea what to make the logo. For the longest time, the logo was this doodle of a FullRestore I made until I made the FR. But I found this yellow and blue FR logo, and I was like, wait, what is this? I clicked it, and it took me to the link of the FullRestore page, the website, .co.uk, and my heart stopped. I was like, shit, I just told everyone about this new channel I'm going to make, and it exists. And then I was so relieved when I found out that they were a dead channel. Like, I messaged them and everything, and I got the automatic reply that says that this account has been deactivated, and I was just like, oh, so relieved. Because that almost was really bad.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's that story. So Rise Up Gaming, nice YouTube network and stuff. I should get some, I retweeted and sent a bunch of, I saw you retweet the guy who was like the recruiter and saying they were looking for writers. I sent that to everyone related on my Skype, but I didn't get any responses. I thought at least some of them would be it, but I guess none of them had the experience or whatever that they were asking about.
Oh, okay.
Although it was interesting, I read the reviews, and it's like, they're really not asking for much. The reviews page, the 2 reviews you have on the Rise Up Gaming website, they're really not that intensive or anything. Like it shouldn't be hard for you guys to find a writer. Like, anyone who is a decent reviewer should be able to make those.
Well, that just shows like the dedication of certain people.
Oh,
like,
God, yeah. When the mods are willing to write a review just to like keep the site alive, even though they obviously don't want to.
Yeah, well, it's more like a thing where you figure out who's actually committed to an idea for the most part. Like, you were telling me about the things you guys are doing, like for these podcasts and stuff, and it pretty much blew me away because it's a lot of really cool ideas and all that stuff, and it's really
and it hasn't burnt us out yet. Even though we have no Let's Plays uploaded yet, but a ton planned. We keep saying as soon as school ends, we'll do them, but school's still gonna take 2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Hey, there you go.
In 2 weeks, hopefully we'll have my Rando Red Run, which I can pump out really fast. I'm still... Oh, Laura, I sent you an email. It's an email with a PSD file. We don't have Photoshop at our houses, so we use the Photoshop that's at the schools, in the Innovation Lab and in the Mac Labs. Go to the Innovation Lab, open up those files, and tell me what you think, because we need to make you a layout for the Storm Run.
Does that mean that I'm going to have to learn how to use Photoshop, since I'm not sure if you're going to have access to it?
I don't know if you'll need to learn Photoshop. I just really want Photoshop for these first layouts.
Okay.
Because they look really good. So, yeah, just remember to check out those emails when you go into the Mac Lab or the Innovation Lab. Because I need my opinion, your opinion.
All right. Can do.
That's a good thing I remembered that. Anything happening recently that you guys want to talk about? Maybe not Pokemon related, just any random stuff?
I don't know.
I mean, we already talked about Splatoon, and that's all that matters.
Oh God, Splatoon, yeah. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
I was kind of expecting that. Laura, you said that you were only going to be available from 3 to 5?
More like 3 to 6, so I have like
Right.
an hour left.
So I was expecting that Laura would like drop out in the middle of this call and then we could turn it into a secret potion. But it seems like I think we should actually like go for maybe 7 more minutes and then stop at an hour and then have that be the red card. And then Bushy, How long could you talk about Pokemon Adventures for?
Oh, probably years.
You want to do another podcast after this where it's just Pokemon Adventures?
What time is it right now?
It is 5:36 where I live. You would drive an entire time zone to get to Genericon.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see why not. Just the thing is my brother and I were actually getting ready to go to a tournament this coming Saturday for Smash Bros.
Ooh.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. We're driving out to Lanesboro, Massachusetts, which is
Nice.
about an hour and a half from where I live.
And you're leaving soon?
I'm hoping it goes well. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, he just picked it up the other day. He's like, "This game's really cool." I was like, "I told you. I've been telling you all my life." But
We need to exchange friend codes.
that too, that also.
I think I actually have your friend code. It's just that we didn't have Twitter. I didn't have Twitter before, so I couldn't organize it.
Oh, that's right. That makes sense.
Okay, then we'll wrap it up with this. Who were the mains you had when you first picked up Smash Bros? Like the first people you went to in Smash 4, and who are your most recently picked up mains?
In Smash 4,
Yes.
day one, I've played Rosalina and Luma.
Yep,
Ever
I
since
think everyone who wasn't a total pansy picked Rosalina
Well, like-
and Luma because we were all like, "Oh,
Rose-
this
yeah.
is the complicated character. I can totally learn Rosalina and Luma." And then
Yeah.
most of us just were like, "I give up. I'm gonna play Mario."
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Rosalina and Luma I feel like she has a really high skill cap.
Oh God, yeah.
Mostly because you do have two characters you got to worry about, and if you lose Luma, you are like weak. You're
But
not
here's
very
the thing.
good.
I found out that the best Rosalina and Luma players capitalize on that because everyone knows what happens when you get a Rosalina and Luma. You get someone to separate them from the Luma, and then they beat the shit out of the Luma. And
Oh
the
yeah,
best-
that's why you got to play him like people used to play Ice Climbers. You
The
just got to
best-
learn how to be the solo character because that's what's going to happen 90% of the time.
Exactly. The best for glory Rosalinas let you duke it out with the Luma, and then immediately start just Captain Falconing you. Like,
Exactly.
just speeding and just down smashing and forward airing and just you don't expect a Rosalina to get stronger when you take off the Luma, but
Exactly.
that's what happens.
And that's how we get you.
Just like it's like the Luma has a string tied to Rosalina's dress, and when you knock out the Luma, it just like rips off the dress, and there's just like a battle girl outfit under there with like
Exactly. She's like a grenade. It's amazing.
oh my god, burst grenade,
Yes.
that move.
But I mean, there's that. I used to play a lot of Lucina and a lot
Oh,
of
of
Dr.
course.
Mario as well.
yeah.
But literally today and yesterday, I picked up Zero Suit Samus because she is
Wow.
so mobile and so quick and decently strong.
Have you gotten the hang over her down B yet?
Yes. Oh my god, it's amazing. If you chase someone off stage and get them with it in the air, it's a spike. It's amazing.
Is it a tech spike like off the stage? Like you hit them towards the stage and they bounce down?
No, straight down.
Oh Jesus!
It's insane. That's what I'm saying. It even goes through Yoshi's armor on the second jump.
Oh no!
It's incredible.
Speaking of Yoshi, that was one of the first mains I picked up because I saw people saying that Yoshi was actually good now, and I picked up Yoshi, and for a month I played Rosalina, Yoshi, Villager, and Shulk. That was it.
Oh, there you go.
And Yoshi was my main, and I would break out Yoshi, and people would be like, "Oh shit!" 'Cause I've played since the N64. I know I'm young, but I've played since the N64. I've played most N64 of anything because I emulated it on my PC for the longest time, and through my entire childhood, I played it.
Right.
And I didn't have a lot of friends. Like my brother and sister were a bit old, where they didn't want to play it. So I played against who else? Level 9 Samuses. And
There you go.
that's the best way to get good at Smash Bros. Is N64 play against level 9 Samuses on their home map. And it's just like when I saw people getting afraid of my Yoshi, I was like, this is it, buddy. You're finally good. You're finally legitimately broken in the game for the next month until they patch you.
Yeah.
Like, Yoshi's forward dash used to be so safe on everything. And then after a while, I just couldn't get back into Yoshi, so I started playing other characters. And I just learned how to play every character in the game. I went a month on random. I played every single character except for Olimar. I played Olimar for a little while.
Olimar is perfect in every way.
And
He's
Diddy
perfect?
Kong.
Alone.
Oh
I
my
think
god.
that Diddy Kong doesn't belong in this damn game.
Oh my god. That's why they patched him?
Yeah, I quit out whenever I see my CPU get randomized as Diddy Kong. I just don't want to fight him. It's not fun. Even if they suck, it's just not fun. Also, the little creep is weird. But most recently, I picked up Toon Link, and believe it or not, Link.
Link is also another one of those characters where he used to be terrible, and now he's amazing, just like Yoshi.
Link is, I know there's a lot of characters from the N64 version in this that are like, oh, true to their originals, but like, Link is the only character that really feels like their N64 counterpart. Link really feels like you play the same exact way. It's just you have another boomerang now, or I mean another a bow now, right? You
Yeah.
had a boomerang before. No, you didn't.
Well, what he needs is his freaking illusion blade back, because that shit was cool.
Oh God. Yeah.
Amazing, and they took it out, and I was upset.
But
But it sounds like
Toon Link is
someone
so
plays
good.
Olimar in this chat, and I don't know how I
Yes.
feel about that.
I've never seen you break out an Olimar,
I
Laura.
don't play Olimar in the 3DS version, but I only play Olimar in the original Brawl. Not original.
Oh my God.
That's a completely different
Ugh.
story.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Brawl
I used to play
Olimar.
DDD in freaking Brawl. I know how rough Olimar is. Oh my god.
Oh,
I mean, he's not the best player, but I'm just a massive Pikmin fan, so I
no,
can't.
he's the best character. That's what you mean. That's what
He's one of them. Yeah, he's really good.
Oh, jeez.
But hey,
God,
nothing wrong with
Brawl.
that. Pikmin's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I never really played Brawl competitively, so I never really thought of it
So,
that way. It's
Laura,
like,
have you ever played Pikmin?
I've played Pikmin 1 and 2.
Okay.
But not 3?
I don't have a Wii U.
Oh my god, what are you
this
doing
close.
with your life?
We're children
Ugh.
who don't get jobs because we suck.
Listen, I'll just buy everyone a Wii U and we'll all play Pikmin 3 together. Because
Okay.
it's amazing.
I'm down with that.
You buy me a Wii U and I'll buy you a freaking plane ticket to my grad party because it'll cost less. It'll cost
we
less than a
go.
Wii U and a bunch of fucking $60 games.
Nice.
Jeez. But yeah, I do hope that we can get Andrew to get Splatoon, even if we have to pay for it.
Oh,
Because
thank
I
you.
want to play that for my grad party present. Just like
So
I
good.
don't bring me presents. I just want to play Splatoon for 4 hours.
Best
Um,
party ever.
Hopefully. So I picked up Link, and I think he plays just like his counterpart in the N64 version. Also, I have some theory making. I'm sure all of you have heard about Ryu and Roy.
Uh-huh.
Laura, have you?
I've heard about who and Roy.
Ryu and Roy, Street Fighter, and Roy from Melee.
Yeah, I know Roy. I don't know the other guy.
So Ryu from Street Fighter, one of the most iconic video game, fighting game characters of all time from Street Fighter 2.
I need to play Street Fighter. That's shame.
They found game data of listenable audio clips of them in the game. So everyone's like, oh, they're practically confirmed as the next two characters. So if you boot up your Smash, or just Google image search, the list, if you don't have the Mewtwo pack, here's what the list looks like. It's the same list as it originally was, with all the cast, all the unlocked characters, no DLC characters, the Mii Fighters, and the random button. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 6 on the bottom, and then above that is a row of 8, and then above that is a row of 10. You add 2 characters, Ness and Lucas and Mewtwo. You add them to the left and right. Oh, I see one of you is online. You add them to the left and right of the bottom row, and you have 8 and 8, and then 10, 10, 10, 10. Then, if you scooch them over left, the bottom 2 rows, you have room for 2 more. That's Ryu and Roy. But what people think, oh, that's it, because you can't fit any more characters on the screen. But people forget that in Melee, there was no random button. They filled up the entire list, and the random button got replaced with the character, and the random button was just pressing start or clicking off the screen. So you can fill up the entire screen of Smash Bros. 3DS if you swap out the random button with one more character. So there is room for a 5th DLC character. Who
And
is it going to be?
that character should be
Should be the frickin' Inkling.
Crom. I cannot believe this. They cannot. No.
It has
Wait,
to be the
who?
Inkling.
Who? Crom?
No,
Crom
the Inkling.
should be in the game.
Oh, come on. We're adding Roy. Isn't
my
that
God.
good enough?
All right, hold on. Let's
It's
slow
not.
down
I
a
thought
second.
that's Crom.
Let's slow down a second and discuss. All right, this is something I've had a problem with ever since freaking Melee and Brawl. All right, listen, get rid of Marth. Marth is trash. He should have been replaced by Lucina in the first place. I don't care about Roy. Roy is a worse Marth. Ike's cool. I could take Ike. And then Robin, Robin's cool too. But oh my God. No more Fire Emblem characters. No more blue-haired swordsmen who are going to do the same exact thing as Marth.
You don't
Sick
tip?
of it.
No, I don't believe in it.
Sick of it.
Have you seen that?
He got punched so hard by Captain Falcon, he got knocked out of the roster is what happened.
Okay.
I
So
know.
in you know the How to Play 101 series, right?
Yeah.
In How to Play Marth, halfway through the episode, Lucina comes out, and it's a montage of how to play Lucina as well. At the very end, after the credits, there's a scene from a movie with Marth and Lucina's heads photoshopped onto the characters, and they're at a bar at a diner, and the guy goes, "You don't tip?" Because he didn't tip the waitress. And then they go, "No, I don't believe in it."
That's amazing.
Tip jokes.
That's the greatest thing.
It took me a minute. I'm like, what? And then I was oh.
We all agree the person with the best sword tip is definitely Paul Tana's up smash, right?
Oh God. Friggin' ugh.
And Mewtwo
I
has the
still
biggest
haven't
sword.
decided who I want though. Like I keep thinking of characters. I'm like they'd be cool.
It's
but I never
gotta be
decide.
the Inkling, man.
It should be like Lloyd Irving or something from
No,
freaking
Inkling.
Be amazing.
Inkling. You know how big Splatoon
I
is.
joke about Crom because I love Fire Emblem, but the Inkling would probably be
Okay.
the best.
First off, the
fit.
Pajama
Inkling-
Sam. I'm just saying.
People were saying that it couldn't be the Inkling because the game's not out yet. The game is out.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait. Who says that? Roy wasn't out when he came out in Melee.
He wasn't?
Okay, then
No,
these
he was
people
an
definitely don't.
advertisement for the next Fire Emblem game.
Oh.
Damn.
Well, that was different. He wasn't a DLC. He was already.
Damn, dude, where'd you find this?
Yeah, same thing with Snake and Brawl. Metal Gear Solid 4 didn't come out yet, but they had a bunch of songs in Snake and Brawl.
And I guess Shulk was kind of for Xenoblade Chronicles X whatever for the 3DS.
Yeah, and the Wii U one coming out too.
And oh, and Greninja was planned before X and Y were even announced.
Exactly.
So it's just like there's Splatoon is so
I can
big.
see it. Splatoon
How
is
can the
super
Inkling
popular.
not get it? Inkling was third on the chart. Inkling was like third or seventh, somewhere between third and seventh on the Smash Fighter chart.
I
Who was
believe
the
it.
first one?
There was a bunch of troll stuff at the top, like King K. Rool, which everyone is a whining baby about, but like Lanky Kong actually made it up there in the top 20 because of the jokes.
Oh my god.
So a
Lanky
joke
Kong
character
would
actually
fall.
made it really far up there.
Amazing.
Crystal and a bunch of other characters. And as usual, like the third-party characters. Does everyone know when the directors of those game designers went all thirsty on Twitter?
Oh, I saw it. I saw it for like a week. It was crazy.
Shantae and Shovel Knight and Meat Boy just were like, "Hey, put us in Smash," and no. And
I can
everyone-
dig Shovel Knight though. Shovel Knight's
Shovel
an
Knight
amazing
would have been
game.
great, but I guess Nintendo's so like they don't even recognize third party as even a thing anymore.
Except for Ryu apparently and Mega
No,
Man.
I mean like
Sonic.
indie.
And Pac-Man.
They don't even recognize indie as a thing. I doubt they know what it even
No,
is.
they just had an Indiecade, like a Nintendo specific
Yeah,
one.
but it's like they like Nintendo indie stuff. This kind of stuff you see on the Nintendo
I mean,
market.
yeah, that's fair.
Like, besides, I don't know. I just don't see Shovel Knight happening. The hype had already died, man. The hype had
I
already
guess.
died. The
It
only
need- it
reason
needs
we know,
DLC.
the only reason we still know what Shovel Knight is because of Smash Bros.
Probably. I
Shantae
guess.
though, Shantae is fine on her own. She has a new game coming out or something.
Yeah, it came out a little while ago.
Splatoon, Inkling, Plez.
Supposed to- Pajama
Inkling,
Sam.
please.
I'm just saying.
Think
Calling
of
it
the
right now.
final Smash.
Oh my gosh!
It's
Please.
totally Ink Strike, right?
It'd have to be, right? I would imagine.
I mean, it could be the Ink Strike. It could be the whale, killer whale.
The killer whale? No, that would be like Samus. Actually, you know what? Is there anything that would be unique? Not really.
No, the
The
ink stripe.
No, it would have to be the Kraken.
The Kraken. Oh my god.
That would be
As a
amazing.
Mega Evolution Final Smash. Jesus
Yes.
Christ. But the Kraken can't survive in air.
Doesn't matter.
I
I mean, to be fair,
Oh, wait. What about Inkzuka?
that'd be kind of cool too. It
Goes
could be like
across
Snake's
stages.
Final Smash Room Brawl. You just go in the foreground and shoot people.
Oh my god.
That'd be cool.
Is there a sniping super weapon? Oh, the echolocator.
Oh yeah, that too.
Like
God.
Snake, except a little squid girl or boy.
Oh my god, and every time you hit
So
someone
it
and
would
they
be
fly up the
better.
screen, every time you
That's
hit
amazing.
someone and you get a kill with that, the Inkling would like turn around and give you a smile.
They would explode into a splat of ink like Mega Man.
Oh my god.
Great.
Hey, you want to know something? I bet we're going to have Inkling, and I bet Bowser Jr.'s Final Smash was like a nod. No, it wasn't, but...
Yeah, right? Oh, theory crafting, my favorite.
Pac-Man was in the clouds the whole time.
Oh my god, it's crazy. Villager was in the background.
Here's the thing that makes me crazy, is that we all saw Villager in the boxing ring. The boxing ring was in every single trailer, and nobody thought Lil Mac
Yeah.
until Lil Mac was announced. All right, I'm going to play Lil Mac against a level 1 computer. Let's see how long it takes me to kill myself.
There you go. Side B off the edge for victory.
I remember when everyone hated Little Mac, and now it's just all Diddy.
You want to know something? Little Mac is the roller.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Dude, have you seen anyone with like the custom rollers, like the Dynamo?
Yeah, they're stupid. I hate them. They're ridiculous. Because, like, well, even the crack-on roller is amazing.
Have you gotten to play with the Zapper yet?
Yeah, it's actually my favorite one so far.
Ooh. How's it play?
It's pretty neat. It's like a regular, what the hell's it called? A regular splatter shot, but it's got like an echolocator and I think a sprinkler. So, pretty sick.
Side B off the edge.
Yeah.
Hey, how about we finish this up with which one of you is online right now?
On where?
On
Like-
Smash. One of you is.
Oh, is it me?
I'm not.
Someone's
but I
online
could
right now.
be.
I got an orange ping earlier.
I don't know. I don't think it's me. Well, because we don't have friend codes. I don't think.
No, we definitely.
So it's not me.
Is your light on?
Nope.
Maybe it's some of the people I met at Smash. I met people at Smash Fest like way long ago, and I still have them on my friends list. Oh, system update. Oh, well, I'll never know who it is.
We should do that one day. Like, just like have a big.
Well, that's what the
How
ring
we
target is.
Record it though.
Yeah, I mean, it would
That
just
would
be
be
a,
neat.
it would just be a ring target podcast of like Pokemon battles and Smash battles and Showdown battles, just all audio.
I could dig it.
Or we could use a capture card. We just need to capture one screen.
Oh my god, we need a capture card. I
Yeah.
would love to. I would love to do an egg lock, but I can't do it in an emulator efficiently.
I would say I only have a Wii U capture card. I don't have a 3DS one because those are
Okay.
stupid.
Yeah, this guy, what up Minecraft? He has one. He got it from Canada.
Nice.
All right, I think we're pretty much done here.
Alrighty.
Any other shout outs you want to give for your stream or Rise Up?
Shout outs to you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey. My nose is driving me crazy. I just suddenly got like the itchiest nostril.
It's the pollen that.
Ugh.
Oh, I don't see any, but.
Pollen for Smash.
Oh,
Just incapacitate.
Inkling and Smash Bros, please.
I would do anything for an Inkling in Smash Bros.
Mashed potatoes Sakurai, please.
You need to send this podcast.
Oh god. I'm gonna put it in an envelope and send it to Mr. Nintendo and he'll evaluate it for me.
My dad works at Nintendo, so
Exactly.
dude, I can't believe that the fairy type leak was true. Like,
So good. Are we really going back to that? How long has it been?
It's been
2012?
3 years.
Come on.
3 years.
Come on. We're not doing this.
But
I've done this for years.
I was on a site called Memebase back then, because I was a fucking kid. Memebase had all sorts of stuff. I went to the Pokememe section all the time, and the Sylveon leak went around, and people were like, "Well, what the fuck is this?" And then some dumbass kid goes like, "Yeah, my dad works at Nintendo, and he said we're getting fairy types," and everyone kind of wrote it off.
Uh-huh.
They wrote off the correct leak.
Right?
But guess what they didn't write off? Guys, sound and light types! Oh, you morons. Dark is just a mistranslation of evil. There's no light side.
Those were the days.
And then we got Boom Burst on Noivern, and like everyone thought, sound type confirmed!
Nonsense.
And that was a fairy type. Okay, what did you guys think Sylveon was?
I have a
Adorable.
question. I thought it was a flying type.
The cutest ever.
Ghost.
Ghost?
Soulless eyes, man. I
Are
thought
you
that thing was a ghost
serious?
type.
I don't feel embarrassed for thinking it was a flying type anymore.
Also,
It should have been fire again. It's whatever.
Sylveon grows punching bags out of its ears.
Exactly.
No. That was no, not Sylveon. It was Fennekin. Fennekin grows punching bags.
Oh,
out of
I was
its
gonna
ears.
say, how did you not think Sylveon was fairy type?
No, I just went back. Oh my god, when everyone bitched about firefighting.
Oh my gosh, the good old days.
Exactly.
We finally get a non-firefighting starter, and who uses it? Nobody.
Me.
I
You have a
love
right, you
I
have a
did. Are you
Delphox.
kidding me?
Fennekin.
Do you know who I am? I love fire types.
Oh, dude, your
They're my
Delphox was sick. You
Amazing.
had to throw in a fucking Starmie. Oh god. Okay, so I think that's about it. That was a good red card. Dude, Bushy, you're a lot of fun.
Well,
For the
thanks.
show.
And if you can go and check with your friend or whatever, but if you are interested, I would love to do a Secret Potion podcast where we just spoiler the shit out of all about Deoxys and bleep, 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 red Mewtwo, bleep.
I don't know anything about that though.
Wait, you haven't finished Ruby? Red
No,
and Leaf?
I finished Ruby and Sapphire, but Fire Red and Leaf Green I haven't read yet.
Oh.
I know Deoxys shows up. I don't know what he does.
Maybe you should go read it before we do this.
Maybe. Oh my god.
Okay, we do one on Ruby and Sapphire, and then we do one on Fire and Leaf Green after you've read it.
Sure, I can
Okay.
do that.
Could I start at Ruby and Sapphire Emerald?
No. Start
No.
at the
Yeah.
beginning.
She doesn't
Okay.
have
So
enough
good.
time to. Okay.
I don't care.
I
No,
could
listen.
binge read it in a day. The issue is
The problem is
finding
that
a day where I
she
don't
read
need
it. She read it originally in an abridged, like shortened version of Red and Blue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how she
Seven-year-old
first
me
read
didn't
it.
know any better.
And I was like, "Oh, did
Oh,
you?"
wait a minute. Okay, is it like one of those ones where it was like book red or something?
Yeah,
Okay, those are so dumb. I hate those things.
I feel totally gypped.
Yeah,
Sad.
that's not good.
Yeah.
Years later.
I showed her like, "Hey, look, it's a zombie Psyduck," and she's like, "What's that?" And I'm like,
What is that?
"You don't forget zombie Psyduck.
Yeah.
You just don't forget that." And she said, "I never saw this part," and I was just like, "You didn't
Ugh.
read the entire story." So
I'll say I did the same thing though. The first time I read it, I was like, "Oh, red book and yellow book. This is cool. I don't know what's going on. Why do I not know?
Oh,
I don't understand.
God. Abridged versions.
Stupid."
I wanted her to start because, like, okay, dude, you can agree with me, right? Gold and silver is so complicated.
I guess. I mean,
It's-
Gold and Silver was probably my least favorite, but it was still great.
Because of the mistranslations.
Probably.
Mistranslations were like so bad in that version. Like, also halfway through it, it went from being reversed on. You know how the red and blue versions, half the time blue was blue, half the time blue was green.
That
You remember
still
that,
makes,
right?
That still makes
That
me upset.
made me pissed. They did the same thing in Gold and Silver, where like sometimes when you start reading it from left to right, it would start reading from right to left
Doesn't
in the
make
middle of the
sense.
book. It was just so shoddy quality. It was so hard to follow things. But it was all worth it for the reveal of who the masked man was. It was all worth
Amazing.
it.
Oh my
Such
god.
a good reveal.
Such a good
Shush.
series. I love it so
Spoilers.
much. I love it. Oh.
Spoilers!
Almost as good as Lance.
Oh my god. Don't even get me started.
We need
So
to do
good.
the secret potion about all the way up to inside. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut this right now because we're going crazy. Goodbye, everybody. This was really long. That was awesome. Laura, get the fuck out of here. Go read.
Wow.
Do your homework.
Wow. The aggression.
Thanks for watching.
my God.
Bye.
Goodbye.